It looks like we have Muscoman on the left, and then I believe that's Confidence on the right.
Looking at grand finals, we do have our card draw up. Looking at Somehow You Found Me, the 10. Lucka Kissed, the 13, and then that's too small for me to read.
Mito something.
Yep. Are you familiar?
Yeah, so Somehow You Found Me is an older home version song that got moved over. It did come from a version where they didn't do a particularly great job with their charting, so I would expect to see a lot of double steps. I know the 13 has a lot of jacks in it. I would expect the 10 to also be a little difficult in terms of footwork, especially at 180 BPM. I think the more interesting pick here is Luckagist. It is a pure stamina check. It is, I want to say, around 600, 650 notes, pure 8th notes.
Which is interesting because that's Confidence's pick. Again, Confidence coming in from loser side. He might be gassed or not. And it seems like picking another stamp chart, he just feels like full sending it.
Yeah, he does look pretty ready to go.
Yeah.
His crossover for him pretty early in last match was very tight. And so I think he's prepared to do a couple of 13s. But we will have to see.
Alright, so for this chart, it looks like Confidence has played the other charts, the 13, I believe the 16.
Yeah.
But neither of them have played the 10. Muscoman doesn't have anything on this song, so we'll see if it's chart knowledge that wins the day.
Yeah, and chart knowledge shouldn't make too big of a difference here, but it may make the difference if the match is already close.
That's true.
This is one where the patterns will probably not be the most straightforward. I could see somebody easily tripping up and getting a miss because the patterns don't make any sense.
Yeah, it does look like Confidence still holding gold, getting to a bit of a lead in this round. Still, both players, I mean, it's grand finals. It's just about hitting that like crazy MA, and both players doing well. It's just Confidence doing it well a little bit better.
Fair enough. So it's a 20-point lead.
Yep.
Plus or minus. Yeah, there isn't really much to write home about this song.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I like it. But charting-wise, it's very much just who's more locked in right now. And hey, this might be where momentum actually is the biggest play, because Confidence, again, just got off of a good set. He's already synced to gold cap. I don't know if Muscoman has had the time to, like, you know, properly warm up, but about 22 EX on this song, so we'll just have to see how much of a difference that's going to make in terms of momentum, or if Muscoman can just bounce back and just immediately get right back at it.
Yeah, and we will have to see for Muscoman how he performs on 13s. I don't believe we saw anything very high level from him.
I don't believe so,
in our other matches.
Not to my knowledge,
yeah. A lot of 11s and 12s. Yeah, so we have Luckagist next.
All right. This one, I mean, like you said, it's a stamina check, but since it's so straightforward, the stamina, it's how much do you let stamina bleed into like your MA?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it. I think this will be a good way to see how consistent people can be. There's not really a lot of variety in the chart itself.
Yeah.
It's just a very long 8th note stream.
Oh, yeah.
So if players have the energy, it should be very close.
Looks like Confidence has already flagged the song on the 13. Muscoman, I didn't get a good look.
It's very interesting to me that Confidence was in the losers finals. Yeah. I do wonder who he lost to.
Oh, it says he got DQ'd the first round. I don't know if that was the case or if he just like dropped.
Show up. Maybe he showed up late.
Maybe. But both players familiar with it. Muscoman does have plays on the 16, although I don't think we're going to be seeing what the 16 looks like. Not here, at least.
Not until the higher divisions.
Show me.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so Confidence is holding
Yep.
that gold combo, as we kind of expect. I think we don't fully expect him to flag it, but we do probably expect a triple way out of him on something like this, given the way he's been playing today so far.
Yeah, I will say, even for like flag runs, I mean, perfect or MA tax is a real phenomenon. So it's about holding on to those marvelous if I were Muscoman, but it looks like Confidence is still up to a hefty lead now.
Yeah, about 30, but the chart is long enough that there's definitely room to come back.
Oh yeah,
we'll have
for
to
sure.
see a Muscoman to lock in.
Yep. So now it's kind of just going through the entire thing.
Okay, so Confidence does have about the same lead he did before.
Yeah.
Pretty sizable. But the fact that Muscoman is holding on is pretty impressive here.
Yeah, he's actually, it kind of looks like he's catching up now, finding that MA window and just locking in. Like I said, that perfect tax might be coming in a little.
Yeah, there is still a lot of song left. Here, at least 100 notes.
Yep.
So there is definitely
The song is
time.
so long, yeah. Although, it is also a viable strategy to just, for our Muscoman, just force Confidence to burn all his energy and just send more 14s at him, because like, that's 4 songs in a row. We are going to have a finals reset if Confidence wins. But that's it. Confidence resets the bracket. So now is when we get to the more interesting part of it, where now it's elimination round for Muscoman as well. You don't have as much to work with. Even though both players have been playing really well, now we have to see how well they're playing for another 2 songs.
Second round in a row.
And
yeah, that will be interesting to see what the card draw is here. I'd be interested to see what Muscoman thinks he has the advantage on.
That's true, yeah.
He might go for something a little more esoteric, maybe like a gimmick chart.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, that's fair. I would love a gimmick chart, but if I were realistic, probably just whatever he thinks he has more knowledge on.
Yeah.
Or just trying to wear Confidence out at this rate. Honestly, because now they kind of have seen each other play head-to-head in both 10s and 13s.
Yeah, they should have a better idea. I think if I was Muscoman, I probably wouldn't want to fight on a 13.
That's fair.
Or at the very least, I might want to avoid a heavier stamina chart.
Yeah.
Maybe something like a Saturn or something with a lot of gallops would be better for him.
Gimmick something
Strawberry
like
Choo-Choo, like we saw earlier.
Run that back. Hold on. Okay, I don't see Delta Max.
Can't have everything, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll get that to the stream in just a minute. For now, please hang with us as we get our finals ready to go.
Yep. And they're still finishing off the band process in the meantime, resetting the cab as you will, 'cause you gotta just start with a new one every single round, but now we're basically primed and ready to go once those players are done with the card draw, and it looks like they are.
Yeah, that was a remarkably quick card draw.
Yeah,
So
I mean, the nicest thing is that they're both present, which is a little bit of a TO's like goal, is that they're always there.
So last night, we had quite an issue with finding players.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a lot of yelling and trying
It's always yelling for people. That's like every tournament ever, to be fair.
Got to get the megaphone for round 1.
Dude, yeah. Looks like players are sticking with the same sides. I don't know if that's a preference thing or not, but looks like we have the card draws up. What is that?
Okay.
Common Echo Sensation, 13, Melody Life 11, and then Shining 11.
That's very interesting. It looks like they kind of tried to find the balance between the 10s and the 13s.
Yeah, you can actually see the bands they did. Oh, Musco banned a 10 and a 12. Confidence banning a 14. Seems like they know what they want to do.
And that does make sense. That 14 is relatively difficult. It does have a lot of tech in it. It's the Super Senso. It's is the bath song. It has a couple slowdowns in it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
generally something that people tend to avoid.
That's fair. Yeah, I think if you don't know a gimmick chart, you probably just ban it, and that's valid. Even as much as I like gimmick charts, I did ban egoism the other day because I don't know egoism.
You talk about all this violence, and then you go and you ban egoism.
I'm rusty. I'm sorry. I'm washed. But anyway, let's talk about the match. So, are you familiar with any of these charts? The song sounds familiar.
I do believe I played it somewhat recently, but honestly, it's one of those 2014 songs that all kind of blends in together.
That's fair. 2014 anime song, 200 BPM. Might be a stamina chart again.
I think it's just pretty straightforward. I want to say that there's a few jumps in there, you know, eighth note, jump patterns. I don't remember there being anything too difficult about it. Maybe some eighth streams. I think Melody Life will be the more interesting one.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, Shocker, it looks like they had Risky on.
Yeah, something came up.
Melody Life, again, for the people who don't know, shock arrows were redone, so the window is a lot better for hitting, so now it will only trigger if your foot is actually on the panel for the marvelous window of the shock arrow. But it is still a very fun little 11 with a lot of crossovers and a lot of little jumps that you have to do. So that should be interesting to see how the form is. It looks like they're just going to fail out of the set and then start over.
Actually, I think they switched sides. I think that's what happened. Muscoman is now on the right. Our right. Your left? Player cam right. No. I don't know.
It's identical.
P2. He's on P2. So yeah, they're switching sides. That may be a personal vibes thing. That may be an actual like pad thing.
Yeah, maybe for good luck.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, that's legit. Yeah.
Choose your move.
This has shaped up to be a really good just Division 6 overall. It's been really cool just seeing all these players show up, show out, and just play their best, honestly. Just some incredible performances, even if they didn't win. Always keeping it competitive. Like, this is always something good to just look back on, see like, doing great.
Yeah, this does seem like the up-and-coming bracket.
Yep.
There are a lot of players in here who I could see their next tournaments being a lot better if they stick with the game. And it does look like we have a lot of Division 5 matches currently ongoing. I saw Toshi over there. So that will be interesting to see when that makes its way to Gold Cap. But for now, we have our first song of the new Winners Finals. And it does look like we have a remarkably even start.
Yeah. I will say Confidence did have about a 984-ish on this song. Muscoman does not appear to have a score. So he must feel pretty good about this song if he's going to pick it, because that was his pick. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, it does look like Confidence is maintaining a small lead here, starting to pick one up. We'll see if he's able to hold on to it or not. But yeah, this does look to be like a lot of just 8th note streams. It's very broken up, so it does look like a good MA chart, maybe a good one if somebody's looking to pick up a PSV on a 13. I could definitely see this being a good target.
But as we head it towards the later half of this song, perhaps it'll pick up, see something tricky that both players aren't ready for. So I'll say one of the funny things is it started like immediately, and neither of them were ready. Sometimes just like that.
Yeah, and that's looking like Confidence is maintaining a pretty big lead here. But there is still some song to go.
Yeah, looks like it's getting close to the home stretch. See if Muscoman can launch a comeback.
You know, I do think one feature that this game could use is if they're going to do the X scoring, they could have a little timer down at the bottom, or an indicator that shows how long is left on the song.
That's fair.
Because generally with a 1,000,000-point score, you can look and see if, hey, we're about 2/3 of the way through, we're about 3/4 of the way through. With the X score, you're kind of just relying on your knowledge of the song already.
I will say that drag, it felt like it was a lot longer than I thought, but
Yeah.
still, confidence holding strong. Winning once again over Muscoman. And honestly,
4-0 would be pretty impressive
yeah,
here.
Muscoman looking a little bit tired, a little bit like some heavy breathing after that one. Maybe stamina wasn't the play, but either way, seeing we still have 2 more songs. They are both 11s, so this is still very much doable for Muscoman.
And Melody Life will at the very least be fun to watch. Hopefully we get some good footwork from the players, so I'd be excited to see how they manage the shocks. Some people might choose to jump over them, some people might move back to the middle. I think the most common for an 11 is going to be doing the crossover and then jumping back to the middle.
Yeah.
Probably for this song.
Or maybe, is it a fast double step? Could you double step it? Is it 8ths?
It's 8th notes, but there's a quarter shock arrow in between.
Oh.
So it's generally crossover shock arrow.
We'll see. Because I know if people double step, they're going to be kind of heavy on their feet. So they might mess up their form a little bit. Otherwise, it'll be interesting to see how they end up executing it for sure. Well, a little bit of a do or die for Muscoman. Definitely taking a moment to really get that breather. Yeah, looks like it is a sight read from both players. I have to wonder how they're going to sight read shocks, because now some people, different people sight read shocks different ways, I guess.
Yeah, I think it really depends on how much experience they have with other shock charts up to this point. There's really not that many in the game, and I think a lot of people tend to avoid a lot of the older songs, so we'll have to see how they do here.
Oh, like a freeze crossover. This is definitely going to be a form check, but we've already seen previously Confidence has some very good crossover form. So, see if Muscoman can pick up the slack a little bit.
Yeah, this is a very fun little chart. I don't think it's something that you see get picked very often. And the shocks are not too punishing here. They give you a lot of time to kind of get back to the middle. The Confidence is taking their early lead.
Yeah, it looks like
it's entirely possible here that we see a 4-0 sweep.
It would be very impressive for Confidence just to show up in just 4-0 grand finals like that, but that's just a testament to his play for sure, although Muscoman no slouch either, just keeping it competitive. You know, it's never over till it's over, and if you like, you know, to give up or walk off, that's, you've already lost, right? Half the battle.
Yeah, absolutely. You just gotta play it out no matter what. And it is still not that big of a gap. Although Confidence does have sizable lead. Yeah, so this is a little bit more tricky. I feel like, you know, we have the shock and then the 8th notes after. Very players are forced to be prepared to land.
Very easy to just mess up your MA on that for sure, because you're too focused on the shock rather than the timing.
Definitely some good shirts today that I've not seen for a long, long time. Kind of makes me want to go back and play them. Especially this one. That's very much a cute little 11.
That's a very nice part of lowers. Oh, he dropped it. I don't think it would have made a difference, but Confidence takes the bracket 4-0 in grands overall. Incredibly well played from him. Just continuing the one overall.
Yeah.
There we are.
4-0 showing for Confidence.
With our Division 6 championship trophy right up there.
Yep. And that does conclude our matches for Division 6, and we should be moving on to Div 5.
Yeah, but again, shout outs to everyone who showed up in Division 6. Incredible games all around. Again, also have to shout out Muscoman, making it to second in bracket. Also very impressive. But again, hope to see these people around in tournament more and to just see how much they've grown in the future. But in the meanwhile, that is it for us. That's it for Division 6.
We've had a great time in commentating.
Yeah, me too.
I hope everyone here in the venue today has good matches, and everybody who didn't show up next time.
Yeah, but also enjoy your spectating experience. There is so much more DDR to be played today, so hang tight.
All right, we're going to pass it off to Sen and Brad Guys.
Yep, and they will kick you off.
Through Div 5 and Div 4.
Yep, well, finishing up Div 5, I suppose. We did have a Div 5 match.